guest that was supposed to call in. We appreciate that. And thank you for the people that are back in listening again online. Okay, what I'd like to do now is next introduce, let's see, Jim Greenwald. Jim is a Navy veteran. Hi, Jim.
Good morning.
Do you have your book with you? I was going to hold up your book. It's not here. Okay. Well, why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself, talk about your career, and then about your gold medalist. Oh, it's for poetry. That's right. Well, let's start out going back a little bit about your military service.
7 years in the United States Navy, an Airedale, not a snipe or black shoe or any of the other colloquialisms used for different forms of service in the Navy. I served on aircraft carriers, the Independence, the Forrestal, and the Saratoga. I missed the big explosion on the Forrestal, thankfully. The Independence now lies at the bottom of the Pacific, which I think was a mistake, but it's a coral reef now. They couldn't replace the parts. They borrowed all the parts off the Independence to prepare other Forrestal class carriers. I'm not sure why they couldn't remanufacture them, but after the United States Navy, I got into photography. I was a professional photographer for about 40 years. I owned my own camera shops. I did weddings, portraits, landscapes. I particularly love landscapes. I don't like doing weddings. Never did, but they pay better. I've been married twice. Neither one worked out for some reason. Not quite sure. Me and the second wife got divorced. This is a story for you. We got divorced, and 4 years later, she moved out of the house. We're still friends, we still get along, we still go out to dinner. We just couldn't be married. That's an old book he has here. This is called MWSA. It's two, but we are all related. We're all one family. The book I won the Gold Award for is called Tears from Mother Earth, which deals more with global warming, but from the perspective of a Native American. I'm Ojibwe, or Anishinaabe if you prefer. My grandparents lived on a reservation. I still have relatives on the reservation. Gas Lake to be specific. I'm concerned with the environment. I believe that this globe that we call Mother Earth is dying, and I personally do not see it being saved. I care that much about it. I'm not a, what was his name? Al Gore. I'm not an Al Gore fan, but a lot of what he says is true. People think that global warming means that the temperature goes up. It doesn't. The temperature can go down. People don't realize that when ice melts, that it actually lowers the salinity in the ocean, which kills the plankton, which kills the food chain, which kills us. So Tears from Mother Earth is a second Native American book that I wrote. And I have a third one coming out here in about 3 months, hopefully, with a co-author that I call historical poetry. It's called Twisted Tones. And what it deals with is the reality of history. Not Native Americans riding around in a circle, waiting to be shot. Not with Native Americans slapping their mouth, saying how. By the way, they never did. It deals with teaching people the initial step that they need to make to find out what real history is. something that most of us don't realize. Native American history is Hollywood-based. We had a conversation out in the hall, something that probably no one realizes. Was the United States ever guilty of eugenics, genocide? And the answer is yes. The United States stopped sterilizing Native American women in 1973. And that's just one thing out of the book. So I'd suggest you buy it. It'll be an eye-awakening experience.
Well, thank you for sharing that. What would you like to say to the men and women in Iraq and Afghanistan that are listening right now?
Can we put it on the air? I would say this. Don't listen to what you hear from politicians. The American people are the people that back you up, believe in you, and want to see you come home safely. Politicians are politicians, and we're on the radio, and I can't say any more than that.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for your service.